now listening to the greatest.
Hey, you know J Ray got girls here going way, 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 way.
What's going on, Real Talk Radio? We got special guests in the building. First of all, let me say Happy Women's History Month, aka Women's Appreciation Month. So for this month, if y'all don't know, y'all can expect only women, only female guest hosts, just in honor of Women's History Month. And my guest for today is none other than Miss Zenobia. I'll let you introduce yourself because you might have other titles you want to get to people and stuff like that.
You know, I didn't think about that part, but hi everyone.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Zenobia. And we here.
That's it?
And we here. That's
bro,
it.
She
We're gonna get
makes
straight
content.
into it.
If you need a party, what do you call them? Party decorate? No, I'm just playing.
Nah, I mean, honestly, I got you. Okay, so you know, I am jack of all trades. So hair, makeup, if you need decorations, you know, travel, I got you all.
See?
Just,
See?
just hit me up. Anything you need, I can find someone if not.
See, there you go. Promote yourself, brand yourself.
Yeah.
We trying to retire out here, man.
You're right about that.
Come on now. All right, so Zenobia is a good friend of mine. Well, we're not really friends. We need to hang out more. But, you know, she be a little...
I'll be busy.
What do you call it? Inclusive. No.
I'll be busy.
She don't be busy for real. She don't be busy for real.
I'll be outside.
She's exactly. She just don't want to invite nobody.
around,
So it's cool.
yeah.
It's cool. But she did invite Dwight to. Y'all know Dwight. She did invite Dwight to a little karaoke function, and which he invited me, and then we met.
It was
there.
fun.
She was cool. Yeah, it was
He
fun.
didn't want to sing at first, but we got there.
I wasn't gonna take it there. Now I gotta take it there because you leaving out stuff. So when I got there, you know what I'm saying, the vibes were a little low vibration. Not to say like, nah, I'm not, because it wasn't because of you being the host. It was because remember it started raining.
Oh right,
when
and
we
the
got
mics
there,
was crazy.
and the mics was crazy.
All right, I'll give you that.
So J Ray came in that thing. Y'all know how I get down. Had to turn that thing up one time. You feel me? It was like the Camp Rock song, wasn't it?
I don't really remember, to be honest. I don't remember, but I know it was a good time.
You feel me?
It was a good time.
When I got there.
I mean, sure. When everyone was there, you just added to it.
Yeah, I just know the real reason I didn't want to get on the mic at first. I ain't know nobody. Like it's just kind of weird to sing in front of everybody. I get that's karaoke, but
You had
gotta feel the vibe.
fair enough, but you came around. You know.
Type shit.
Proud of you.
Yeah, it was a function though. So yeah, I get at her for the little party vibes. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it. So today we're gonna talk about hold on, let me see what I typed in ChatGPT.
Yo, I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, because it was too looking too good, right?
It's like, yo, but I'm not mad at it.
Okay, all right. So to be fair, because I don't want people thinking like, all right, this nigga just be getting all his topics off of ChatGPT. I put like an outline or something like a couple of things I want to talk about, and then I have like ChatGPT just give me a more descriptive,
Let's be real,
professional.
You don't
look.
even gotta explain that.
Yeah, but but I saw something online the other day. It's all off topic too. One of my professors, and she's like a media professional, like journalism and stuff. And she posted something, and I kind of took a shot at it. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of hurt me a little bit. And it was something about like if you use ChatGPT, why would I listen to somebody use ChatGPT? That mean they don't have a mind for themselves, some shit like that. And I get it on her end because it's like she has to grade papers and she like puts all this effort into like teaching you how to write, and then you're not, you know what I'm saying?
I get it,
but
you gotta give
like,
ChatGPT a little
bro,
prompt.
I'm saying,
No, you gotta tweak a little. You can't just take what they say the first round.
Yeah.
You gotta work with it, give it what you want, tell them to scrap this, add this, different tones, and then it becomes yours. They just say it better.
Yeah, like we don't identify with the people that literally just put stuff like write me a 10-page paper. No, I might write the paper and then copy and paste it into ChatGPT and be like, make this sound a little bit more profound. You feel me?
It.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. Today we was gonna talk about what was it? How would y'all summarize it?
I don't recall you actually summarizing them, but we're gonna get into great topics. Let's just go from there.
Yeah,
it's a well-rounded.
I'm trying to give them like a sub.
All right, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing so good too. Now it's like it's sleeping his head a little bit. Like life in your mid. Why are you laughing?
I'm not going.
Life, like how life is and how society kind of perceives and how we expect. Oh, fuck that. Nah, see, I was eating for a little bit.
I mean, today's society as a woman. You want to go with that? Simple.
That's not what was on. I sent you. That's how I know you did not read it. See, that's how I know you're talking about some good topics.
Listen,
I can't wait to get here.
I had to hold it. You only sent it where it was.
Oh, I did.
Once.
You ain't tell me that.
So that wasn't on me.
Why you ain't tell me that? Well, I got your number now. So now I'm gonna send like.
Let's see what you said. I mean.
Bro, basically,
Actually, ain't got
it's
nothing,
we
bro.
talking about how it is being in our late 20s and like, you know, our perspectives on life versus how society looks at it and the pressures and stuff. Does
I'll
that
take
sound
it.
right?
I mean, I'll take it. Listen,
You had to hold it down for real?
I had to.
Damn, I ain't know. My fault, twin.
Yeah.
I thought.
It's cool. I made it work, but I still read it. I still did.
Okay, so the first one. Now I gotta put my glasses back on, bro. Gotta be a scholar real quick. So first one we're gonna talk about identity. We're gonna let's go through the little sub things they gave us. But I'm gonna go like
You gonna jump
one,
around?
one, 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 two,
Yeah,
two,
I
two.
will hope so.
Yeah, because I didn't want to. So first one is like identity and self discovery. The second was career and money, relationship and dating. Y'all gonna love that one. Mental health and growth. All right, let's start with the first one though. Quarter life crisis is real. Yeah, it is though. Why do our late 20s feel like a never-ending existential crisis? Existential crisis.
I mean, I think each 20s, 30s, 40s, you go through something.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Also, we're living in crazy times right now. And also, we feel like we run out of time. Like, we're judging ourselves against other people. Not even just other people. What we set our goals for, like, you know, most people think that they're going to be married by now.
Yeah.
Owning a house, successful business. And sometimes it just don't live up to what you set for yourself. And it's not that it's not going to happen. It's just life happens, you know. So I feel like we hard on ourselves. We got to give ourselves more grace as far as like what we're going through. Because at the end of the day, it's not the end. And everything works out in the end.
So what? I don't want to. I'm not gonna ask you your age, but
I'm not.
at the age you are now, what was your goals set before that? Like, what goals did you have?
Oh, so I definitely thought I was going to be married by now. Like 25, I thought I was going to be married at 25.
Okay, I had that one too.
Own a home, but I set it by 30, so I still got some time. And then, what else? Probably visit all 7 continents. I hit 5.
That was a
out of
big one,
7.
twin.
So, that was a big one?
That was a crazy one.
Nah, because I travel. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to hit all 7 continents. I hit 5 out of that 7.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, only thing left is
You got big money, huh?
South America and Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she got big money.
Yeah, nah.
Because now them flight tickets, I know that I hear where like when you get there it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But like them flights, man, that shit, man.
You can budget, right? Everything is not always.
That's my problem.
Not always expensive. You know, you just got to travel right.
Okay, right.
Let me see what other goals I had. House, marriage, successful business or career. I feel like I'm still working on that. You know, just finding yourself, being more comfortable with who you are. I don't really think of kids right now. I'm gonna be real with you, but you could probably throw kids in there. At one point, I probably did. But that's about it. I mean, we're not too far off.
Okay, I want to piggyback off of that a little bit because this is where we're gonna get a little deep now. This is my thinking. All that I agree. Like I had all that from my 20s. I think 20. Some of it was 25. Some of it was 30. And then I realized I started thinking. This is where my deep thinking starts. You know, overthinking too. Do I even want all that? You feel me? Like, do I really even want marriage? Do I even want a house? When you think about it, do I even want kids?
You know,
Because all that stuff is like, you know what I mean? Like, I could pick more cons and pros for each and every one of those goals. Word.
nah, I can't do that. I mean,
Which one?
the kids, I understand.
Yeah,
Off the
yeah,
bat,
yeah.
I understand that. A home, I understand because it does come with a lot of responsibility. However, the ownership overweighs that. It doesn't matter. Even if it's not a home, it could be a townhome, a condo, a piece of land. Hold on to it. You ain't got to do nothing. You know, like you could do other ways. Just ownership of some type of land, I still believe in that.
Okay, yeah,
Marriage,
yeah.
I totally still believe in that. I do believe that it's way harder than I expected. You know, growing up, you think of marriage and weddings and fairy tales and happy endings and stuff like that. We don't really see like the bad parts. So I do believe it's a little bit harder than what we assume. But all the goals that I set, I still want to achieve them.
I'm with you on the land part because that's the most important part. Everybody think owning a home is where it's at. Nah, owning land and then building on those foundations. Like, that's where it's at. Because I feel like regular homes, and I haven't got that deep yet. So that's why I can't talk about it. But from what I see a little bit of social media. I dig a little deep. I need to do more research with like property taxes and this and the third. You really don't own the home technically.
So you come and take it at
You
any
feel
point.
me? So it's about the same as like owning an apartment. You feel
Not
me?
even though.
Why?
But I mean, because at the end of the day, yeah, the government technically can come and take your home. We all know that. Fair enough. But they can come and take whatever. But at the same time, this is something that you could pass on to the next generation. It's something that you could add on to. It's like it holds more value than an apartment. Apartment you don't own. Like
True.
It can come a time where the owner of the apartment just come and say, hey, we're kicking everyone out. We give you 30 days, 60 days, whatever is legal, and you got to go.
Do you think an apartment is a bad investment?
No.
Okay.
I think a lot of people do apartments because of peace of mind, and it's what you can afford. So, of course not. It's not a bad investment at all. It's a home.
I'm glad you said that. Peace of mind.
Yeah,
That part
most
right
people,
there.
wherever you lay your head at, hopefully it's peaceful because that's the most important thing. So no matter where's it at, who you with, whatever, it's yours. You know.
All right. Let's get to the second one.
All right.
On the career money. The dream versus the paycheck. Do you chase passion or financial stability? That's easy. I don't even know I read that one.
No, that was good because growing up, I definitely chased passion. I didn't care about a job. If I didn't enjoy it, wasn't treated well, I was out of here, and I was always gonna find me another job.
So what do you chase now?
2, 3. But now I have bills and I have a lot of stuff I want to take care of. I'm not saying I'm only in it for the money, but that is high standard. Like I'm standing on that financial stability.
Bro, why you can chase both though?
You can. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think you can, but I do believe when you chase your passions versus financial stability. Not saying you gotta work a little harder, but you gotta be a little bit more creative. You gotta push yourself because you're the only one holding back yourself. When you have like a 9 to 5, it's a 9 to 5. You know you're going in, you're making money, you're coming out. If you're chasing passion 9 to 10 times, it's gonna be like entrepreneurship. You got not saying you gotta work a little harder, but you gotta hustle a little longer. You know, you gotta push yourself, you gotta keep yourself consistent. It does take takes a lot more energy, I feel like.
So
it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not
because
bad.
eventually it'll lead to. I was about to ask you before I say that. What's your definition of financial stability?
Ooh, that's a good one. You know, I'm gonna keep it cute and short and sweet. I'm gonna say I want to be able to have enough money where I'm able to invest. My bills is on auto pay. I'm able to eat what I want and buy what I want, you know, without having to live paycheck to paycheck. I'm able to help the people that I need to, and you know, help myself in the future. I think that's financial stability. It doesn't have like an actual number. I have a number in head, but it don't have an actual number. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I'm still in that answer. I was gonna say financial freedom. That's where and that's where the passion I feel like comes from. Because once you like, I feel like once you get past those tribes of trying to build whatever brand you have, you build financial freedom. Like you get to take vacations whenever you want. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to keep. I'm trying not to because we already did this in the Black History Month, but we know our people. We have to keep, you know, kissing the white man's hand just to get this door open, just get that door open. Whereas if we chase our own dream and we come up with our own stuff and we come up with our own money, our own foundations, like I just feel like that's the freedom of us, and then we can help those below us or those trying to help get to where we at. Like kind of like a Tyler Perry effect. That's what I call it.
Explain.
Oh, whoa! Why you say it like that though?
No, I want to hear what you gotta say.
All right, so I like I said, I'm still learning the craft of Tyler Perry.
Okay.
But from what I know, he probably, you know what I'm saying, he probably didn't go to Jay-Z way, but he went his way. So he probably worked through certain corporations that were of, you know, Caucasians. But once he did that, he learned from what they did and then brought it to us. Like Tyler Perry, if you ever notice, he's a billionaire right now, right? But he only makes like, some people argue with this. To me, he used to make A-list movies when he first came out. Now he kind of makes B-list movies, in my opinion, only because he mostly works with up-and-coming actors and actresses, especially Black people.
Oh, that's what you think?
What do you mean what I think? Like, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just say, Tyler Perry, cool, whatever. If not, but I think in the beginning he was coming out with A-list movies because he had more of a drive, he had more of a hustle, he had more to show. Now he's made a status. His name is such a high brand that not even if the movie's bad or good, you're gonna watch it. You don't have to put as much work in it. Also, he's not being as creative and having other people like write for him and stuff like that. And yeah, he is bringing up and coming actors and stuff like that. But I don't really think like who's in the movie really makes it. Or so, like, cause there's a lot of up and coming actors that's like killing it, and there's still people that you gotta throw some names in it to make people a little bit more interested. But You don't think that Jay-Z had Caucasians helping him out throughout the way?
You know the thing about this is why, because it makes it sound like I'm shitting on Jay-Z, and I'm not. I'm trying to just make a fair comparison of like how we come up with people. Don't get it twisted. I know Jay-Z and Beyonce behind closed doors has done stuff for people, right? Mm-hmm. My thing is like, and I'm pretty sure he's done a few hands-on stuff. But let's think about it. He's Jay-Z, like nigga owns. Is he part of? I don't think he couldn't get. He owns. I know he owns. He used to once own an NBA team or part owner of an NBA team. Mm-hmm. He tried to do the NFL thing. I don't think it worked, or maybe it has worked. Now I haven't looked into it. He's in the creative control of like how the Super Bowl at least now. He owns multiple, probably one or two, but alcohols. He's in those businesses, but those businesses are owned by who? Mostly Caucasian men. Those are the Caucasian fields.
You don't think he owns them?
But think how he had to get to them. Versus, I'm just saying. Versus how Tyler Perry came up, he learned and brought it to us. Like think about it. Where's Tyler Perry Studios?
It's not because of black folks.
No. I'm just saying, where's Tyler Perry Studios?
In Atlanta.
Where could he have gone?
No, he didn't have another choice. Atlanta's up and coming when it comes to having movie sets. So no, he wouldn't have went to LA.
Yeah.
First of all, that place is on fire half the time. Okay. Where other places? Not New York. Mm-hmm. Atlanta's up, and that was the best management wise, like move. Where else was he gonna go? Mm-hmm. Texas.
He could have went to LA. You don't think he could have went to LA?
No. No.
I don't know, man.
No, I don't.
The other thing too is like think who he's casting now versus who he used to cast. Like why hasn't he? Well, I don't know for sure because I haven't watched. I will agree with you on the creative part. Like it's not as. And Daryl will always say this that it used to be more relatable and more better because it was more about gospel and uplifting. Now it's more about kind of what
trauma.
Yeah,
our trauma. That's really what it was. Also. Growing up, it was like, I feel like it had more passion, it had more meaning, you could relate, stuff like that. It was still traumatizing, but it had like funny parts. Now, it's kind of just like, I can't tell you the last
I get you. I'm with you, but take the creative part about it. Like what he's doing for us, I'm just saying, I don't see Jay-Z doing it, I don't see Beyonce doing it, I don't see... I'm sorry. That's why I was about to say I don't know the last few movies, but I've seen like most of them. I've seen like the trailer or something. They were like B-list celebrities. Like, bro, he could have Michael B. Jordan. He could have Jonathan Majors in some of those movies. I did see he did the thing with the shorties with the airplanes.
Okay. Yeah,
and there was an A-list actor, but that's a biopic. Like you got, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have the best of the best on those. Okay. But I'm saying as far as his shows, I even looked up into his internships because I was trying to get an internship. I graduated a little film.
Congratulations.
And he's kind of one of my models of how I want to do my own film thing. So, and I looked up into internships. Obviously, the DEI thing is probably going to fuck it up. And I can't explain it, but obviously it was like mostly toward the black people.
Okay.
And he was like, not only was he paying them, because internships, people growing up like they for free, and then internships now they're not for free, but they ain't shit.
Right.
He's paying them $18 an hour.
That's pretty good.
And then on top of that, I ain't done.
Go ahead.
He pays black women. They're right. Taraji P. I know Taraji been coming out saying some crazy stuff now. Like when she said we weren't allowed to laugh on the plantation. You seen that clip?
No.
She been on some crazy stuff, but. When she was on that run about that rant about
they're not getting paid
their wage, she was like Tyler Perry was the first one to ever pay me my fair wage.
That's what's up. We commend him for that. Great, I'm not gonna say I don't believe that he's just not saying he's not doing anything for the black community.
I feel you.
He's putting it out there, whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that any other celebrity, Jay-Z, that's because we're talking about him, is not doing it on the back end. They just more private.
Okay, let me ask you.
He might be capitalizing off of black communities.
Hell no.
You don't think Tyler Perry is?
Capitalizing off the black community?
Right, because those are the ones who originally was supporting him.
But he's doing it for the black community too, though.
You think so?
How many times are we gonna see? When the last time we seen Jay-Z go to a BT Awards? When the last time we seen Jay-Z go to NAACP Awards? Well, I keep saying NAACP Awards. Those matter because we keep fighting for the. See, we supposed to be talking about other shit, but look, we good though. We good though. I like this though. Come
on.
All right. Well, you know how like we keep fighting for these spaces. I'm trying not to go off the lift. We keep fighting for these spaces when it comes to like the Oscars, the Emmys, the Grammys, and we keep complaining like blah 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 blah. We don't. For example, the first thing because I am Drake is one of my favorite music artists. So this is just an example that I didn't know. You know, Kendrick Lamar just won like 5 Grammys. Beyonce won like won a Grammy in the country,
Right.
Whatever. And it's like they're making history. Whereas like you realize Drake don't even get nominated as much anymore, right? Because I didn't realize because it was one of his verses. He was like, I use a Grammy as a doorstop. And so you know those little conspiracy videos and whatnot. I'm getting deep into it, and like I didn't know like for the first 50 years, Grammys weren't even appreciating hip hop. Like we couldn't even be. There was no category for hip hop. Like until 50 years later, and then something else happened. I gotta go rewatch it, but it was just crazy.
I mean,
at the CMA, Shabuzi, he putting on for the black people in the country, not just Beyonce. I read in a couple articles that not only you saw when they were taking shots. I don't know if you've seen it when they were taking shots at them at the awards.
no, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really. Follow.
I mean, like the hosts were taking like some of the stuff, some of the transitions, whatever, had nothing to do with him. Some of the nominations had nothing to do with him.
Oh, they was just hating on him.
Taking shots.
Really?
Not only that, I heard behind the closed doors they be putting like cotton. Like I'm talking about playing cotton in his dressing room and stuff. Bro, I'm telling you. So that's why I'm saying like Tyler Perry is, in my opinion, like take the creativeness out of it. I agree. Like Tyler Perry has, as far as writing, yes, he's going down the drain.
Okay.
And meaningful. But what he's doing behind closed doors for us and kind of showing us how we should be doing it. Like I'm not saying Jay-Z and Beyonce are not doing it. I'm just saying like
His is more upfront.
yeah, his is more
Fair
upfront.
enough.
He tried to buy BT.
Yeah. Again,
Come on.
I don't believe that it was just because he wanted to promote black folks. He was in it for the business.
I mean, yeah, there's a business side to it.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
But I think if you really want to do business, man, we would have seen Michael Jordan, Jonathan Edwards. We might have seen who's the new one? It's a new black girl, but I can't remember her name. We would have seen Lupita in a couple of them. We would have seen.
Fair enough.
You feel me?
Fair enough. Okay.
But I feel you on that. Like it's
I
obviously
do
it's a
believe
business at the end of the day. Yeah.
I think most celebrities are not in it for their
for sure.
for their supporters. They're in it for their own money and their own
No,
game.
for sure. I just feel like, man, we'll never see him in none of these white parties.
He probably got his own.
Come on, bro. Yeah, black party. Yeah,
He probably got his own. He be there. Let's be real. He be there.
I don't
We know
know
the truth, Tyler.
I don't know. I just like how he took that because I think that's like the bigger picture. I think that's a downfall to how we get, like how you were just talking about how we need to like grow our own stuff and land and stuff like that. I feel like once we get there, we kind of get like in the crab in a barrel mentality.
Of
like,
course.
Like when I think, and this is where people like get lost in the sauce. I think even if you don't feel like it's your full responsibility, it's somewhat a responsibility for you to make it better for the next generation. You feel me? So and some people don't want to take it like that. Some people make it and they like, man, fuck this shit. I'm just doing this for me
that's
now.
valid.
You feel me? And they lose sight of like, yo, I got money. Like money is the root of all evil, but money is also power.
Yeah, it allows you to have resources.
Exactly. And with power comes great responsibility. And it's like, especially in those spaces when you're in, I can understand, especially the time of day when you're in the thousands, 100,000s, all right, cool. When you're in the millions, you're going to die with that money. Like, you can't spend it all. If you know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know how to budget. Like you said.
I was about to say, now,
you could
Lord.
spend it all.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you could spend it all. But I'm saying like the people that stay in the millions.
I get what you're saying.
You could, you feel me? You can come back to the judge.
Help out the little people.
Help us. That's what the Jewish people did.
For sure.
They learned from the
I mean, but let's look at it. If we're being honest, mostly every other race stick together. And I will say, yes, we do a terrible job at it. However, a lot of it is because of our history. A lot of it, we was beaten down, broken down, abused, killed, and everything to not stay together because of how powerful we could be. So, I mean, yeah, I think a lot of it is like trauma, you know, generation after generation. A lot of this is Southern mentality.
But even then, that brought us together even more. That brings you to a point. I thought about that the other day because I've been on the run of like watching all these African American like oppression movies, and I thought about, I was like, all that always brought us together. Like, even though, you know, we could say all these laws that they passed, like civil rights and like all this other stuff for us, the voting rights, it was all a deeper agenda. It wasn't just to give us rights because we fought for it. It was like a deeper, probably benefit to them. But in that sense, though, we did come together. Like nowadays, if somebody goes like, say a white cop kills a black man, yeah, we're gonna hoot and holler for a couple weeks, but
yeah, I think our attention span is whack. Is
varies.
I mean, back then, you had no choice but to come together because you didn't have the technology to be far apart and
feel
still
me?
show support. Nowadays, you can be miles away, states away, countries away, and still technically show support to something. And then after a while, your attention span is gone.
You feel me?
So
Like boycotts, like I didn't even know boycotts wasn't just like, you know, sit-ins and like not riding a bus. Like they used to be groups that come together, and the black folks that did have enough to have cars, they would get together and they would say, all right, this area of people need rides to the car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
they actually helped out.
You feel me? So I'm just like,
They did.
where do we lose that? Because we can always say what you just said, like, yeah, they beat us, broke us down, and they try to, I don't think they tried to, but it kind of did, like, break our unity, like, break us down to
For
really,
sure it did.
really forget where we came from and how unified we really were before we came over here. But at the same time, like,
We owe it to
we have
ourselves
proof that, we have proof that, you know, we came together. All right, that was a good one, though. That was a good
I
one.
don't know, we went on a tangent, but
It was a good tangent, though. You feel me? All right, we'll get back on track.
Right.
We're going to talk about Tyler Perry next time. Because I got to do more. I got to do more. That's why I had Daryl. Daryl knows everything, though. He really like my encyclopedia.
That's what's
like,
up.
I know the subsurface. He know, like, the deep
See, I don't really follow celebrities like that.
You feel me? You ain't got
I don't have the
to.
energy.
You feel me? That's another thing we need to talk about. But all right, is marriage? Oh shit! Relationships and dating, is marriage even the goal anymore? This shift in how millennials and Gen Z view commitment.
I think it has definitely shifted, but personally, I still believe in marriage. It's still a goal for me, personally. But I have spoken to a lot of people and had different conversations, and I get where they're coming from as far as why they don't see marriage as beneficial and why they're not really into it as much as it was, like, as important. It was like a key aspect years ago. But now it's kind of like, one,
Say it.
people are living like they're married without being married. So I don't think it holds as much value as it did back then. Also, you had to, like, back in the days, you had to be married to just have sex. Back in the day, you had to be married to, like, buy a home. Like, it came with a lot more obligations. Nowadays, marriage is really a choice. Back then, it was kind of like an obligation. You had to get it done. Now you kind of have the choice to say yes or no. This is who I want to be with, and because of this reason. Not because, like, oh, yeah, we got to get married because I want to have kids. I want to, you know, stuff like that. What about you?
I was about to, you went in, twin. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to break it down, but before I break it down, do you feel like it was better then than it is now, or it's better now than it is then?
You know, I am all for free will, so I'm gonna say now, only because women more so have the right, a larger voice to say, like, nah, I'm not staying in this marriage because of the kids, because I can't have a banking account, I can't own a place. Like, a lot of people back in the day would stay in unhealthy, sad, terrible, abusive ass relationships because they didn't have any way out. Nowadays you can. However, it has lost so much value, unfortunately. The term marriage has lost a lot of value.
Ooh, I'm glad you said all that, because I've been feeling that way for a little bit. Like, I've always already said, like, I've always seen. And it's crazy because it took me, because I grew up in a divorced household. So I kind of seen, like, you know, different aspects. And then I have friends whose parents are still together. But, you know, as kids, we be gossiping and shit. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've never, when I got in my 1920s, I was like, yo, why? And I'm a deep thinker, so everything has to have an answer to me. I'm like, why would I get married? Like, and then it's, when you look at, especially social media has really, as toxic and as, to me, as what's the word, bro? I'm trying to use a big word that I can't even think of. As toxic and as sometimes, let's go use fake. As fake as Instagram is, it really opens your eyes to how people really feel, how people really think, how naive people really are. Remember that whole, and it's been for a while, like the 50-50 talk, and like,
Right.
If you pay attention, I'm like, yo, if you look at marriage, some people don't even want marriage for a ceremonial purpose of being with this person for a long time. Some people just want it for, like, the aesthetic of it, the look of it, the cuteness, the ring,
People
the
want the wedding
materialistic.
over the marriage.
Yeah, and it's just
For
like,
sure, for
why
sure.
would I want that? And I know I shouldn't let that, you know, ruin my experience or ruin my not aspects, ruin my aspirations. There we go. I'm fucking up y'all today,
Yeah, you
but
got it.
my aspirations of wanting, a marriage ceremony. But at the same time, it's like the other thing is too. It's like when you bring in the prenup and all this stuff and the contract and the court date, it almost feels like a business, and that's why I don't like the word partner. I feel like soulmate is the perfect because like you should want to be with your soulmate regardless of a ceremony, regardless of a piece of paper. It should just be for genuine reasons.
I do believe that you should get into a marriage because of genuine reasons. However, marriage has always been a business. It's never been anything but that. It does come with, you know, emotional sides. And you should definitely get involved with it because you love the person. You want to see it through. You want to make it to the end with them and stuff like that. But at the same time, you should definitely pick someone that's going to, what's the word?
That's crazy.
That's going to compliment you as far as business wise. Because if you don't hold the same values, like you marrying someone that's just a spender and you trying to save, at the end of the day, it's not going to work out. Yeah. If you going as far as like how your values need to be the same no matter what. And that's a partner. That's being in a business. Because at the end of the day, that's someone that if that person is sick, you can't pay the bills, you got to step in. You know, if that person is, I don't know, I lost my train of thought.
No, you got okay. You ate it up a little bit because I was going to say, nah, hell no. But no, I get what you say. Yeah. I don't feel like, so I don't like marriage, bro. I'm not a believer in it. Like, yo, I don't feel like playing the clip. But I got a couple clips on there where, and I played it before in one of my episodes where the guy was talking about like, why do I need a ring to define our love? You know what I'm saying? Why do I need a paper to define our love? But I get what you're saying. Like, those are all aspects. But I feel like those are characteristics of, like, who I want to spend my life with versus who I want to. I
mean, let's be honest. Legality matters. That paperwork matters. That ring matters. It holds still status. Whether it's been belittled or not, that stuff holds status. If I'm walking around, the first thing a man's going to say is, you married? They're going to look at your hand and say, you married? Because at the end of the day, that's high tier status of, oh, she's occupied. But if I say, nah, I just got a man, that's easy. I can take you. Like, I have a chance. When someone's, not saying all people value marriages, because people are trifling. But 9 out of 10 times, if you say, no, I'm married, I got a man, I got a husband, sounds way better than, oh, I got a man, I got a boyfriend, I got a nigga. Like, that, it doesn't hold as much value. A paperwork saying, I'm married to this man, first of all, our taxes are tied. Legally, if you was to die or I need to pull a plug, I have obligations to that. You know, as far as like children, legally you're involved with someone. So that does matter. Yeah, you need to have that ring, that paperwork to say, I'm your one, you're mine, and this is how we're going to move forward. Because without it, it doesn't hold as much value.
I digress. You can be like, and see, this is where we lost our culture, man. I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
You don't need a paper just to reword something. I get what you're saying on that back end. Like, yeah, it does sound crazy if we're not legally married. I can't say I'm married. You can say, no, I got a king. I'm his queen. And we building a kingdom right now. You feel what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's a nice castle. I didn't know y'all live in Ireland and stuff. No, y'all.
No, but that's real
cool. Your household can be your kingdom and everything like that. Cool. But at the eyes of the law, this castle can go down, and who owns it? Okay?
Us. We know we own it.
Nah, I don't know nothing without a ring. Man. What you talking about? I need that security. See? Okay, I need that security. I need that commitment. Okay, it's not just because I want a wedding or whatever like that. No, I need that. I need a visual commitment.
Okay, you don't think it's a what's it called, like a alternative to that? Like, we have to have a ring, we have to have a paper, we have to do all this.
Personally, for me, yes. Now, for other people, it may work. Don't get me wrong. There's common laws out there, like if you live together for 7 years or some junk like that, you're technically spouses or something like that. Yeah, cool. Works for some people. Some people don't want to get married and they still have a loving relationship. I'm not knocking that.
So you say you need some type of level of like strong commitment to let you know that you know.
Not just let me know. We both know. This is a thing. This is both of us. I want a man that's not just giving me a ring or give me a wedding or marriage because I asked for it. No, I want him to want it just as much as he wants it because he sees the value in the marriage. Because otherwise, why would I want a one-sided? Okay,
when you put it like that, then that's probably what marriage was meant to be in its beginning time. Like, not in its beginning time. What it really truly should be. No. There we go. All right. That was part one. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you shout out how many socials you got? You got Instagram, TikTok, and all that?
You know, I need to get more involved. So let's just shout out Instagram.
Okay, go ahead.
Shout out Instagram. Okay, y'all. It's just, I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest.
Bro, just say your Instagram.
Okay, so follow me on Instagram. That's 4 underscores, and it's Zenobia. That's Zenobia, and it's gonna be 4 A's at the end. You know.
All right, cool. You want to send me that because I ain't gonna remember that.
That's fair.
Oh, I follow you though.
It's Z to the note.
Yeah,
See?
Zenobia.
There you go.
She do got a fire name. What is that? Is that
No.
in the Bible?
No, actually, she was a queen back in the time.
What did I just say? I'm a king. She's my queen. That's
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not even
cool,
gonna get into that.
no.
That's our
That's
terminology,
cool, no.
man.
But I'd rather husband and wife. You know, he
can still be my wife
He
without
can
a
be my king and everything like that. But that's cool.
So you don't think y'all could be king and queen without a ring?
Not me. No, I don't want that. I'm not interested in that. That's it.
Okay. All right.
You actually gotta have like legal status to be a king at that. Like,
We didn't have that back in Africa. Anyway.
yes, it did. They definitely had kings and queens back then.
Yeah, we had legal
Royal
status.
weddings and everything.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
You're right. But those was actually celebrations. I don't remember them having rings. It was a ceremony.
What? They had rings, tattoos,
Man, we had
all kinds of stuff.
We just had rings because we jewelry. nigga.
Wrong. They had. What are you talking about? We was Africans
Mm-hmm.
are endowed with a whole bunch of material, diamonds, gold, silver,
Yeah,
everything.
but no-
they would dress down.
Yeah,
go
I know
to an African wedding now.
Yeah.
They're gonna be.
That's why we dress.
down.
I mean, that's how
Yes.
niggas dress now. But I'm just
so
saying.
definitely a ring. They definitely had rings back then.
I don't think they had like a ring for marriage. I feel like it was a big ceremony though. Like
It was a big ceremony.
We'll do the history. And,
We will. We're gonna look it up.
We're
We'll
gonna
look
get
it
this. All right, now I gotta restart the thing. All right. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're at 200. We've been growing. We almost at 300. Yo, we had 209.
Congratulations.
Went from like I think we went like 190 to like 206. Pretty quick. I'm gonna keep dropping for y'all. I told y'all I was gonna be consistent. Instagram, real.t.radio. TikTok, Real Talk Radio with 2 O's. Hit us up in the email, please. realtalkradio626@gmail.com. I usually leave y'all with an inspirational quote. I'm gonna let Zenobia hit this one.
You didn't give me time to think about that.
Anything.
Okay, let me think.
Anything that gets you through the day. Like, what do you like when you get up? You gotta go to work. You don't want to go to work. What do you tell yourself?
Oh, I tell myself that I'm blessed, I'm highly favored, and I'm grateful for all the things that I have and all the things that's coming to me. So just take that how you will.
Exactly. Zenobia J. Ray, we out.
Yeah.